welcome back to Aaron's Reading Room, and welcome to the very first edition of my romance journey. So if you follow my category journey, you will know exactly what this is about. The only difference is it's going to be single title romance instead of category romance. Our very first book is going to be Meet Cute Club by Jack Harbin. So let's go ahead and start this off. It starts off with a situation that a lot of us could identify with, and that is getting engrossed into your romance book in the middle of the grocery store. It happens, especially these days when the lines are so long at checkout. Like, might as well read your book, right? We can very much identify with that. The guy at the deli kind of razzes Jordan a bit there about it, but it seemed like an all good fun. But getting to know Jordan a little bit, he's a bit high-strung. Described in the book as type A, so he likes things a certain way, and that's fine. He realizes he's got book club that he almost forgot about, so he's got to stop at the bookstore and get some new books for this round that they're going to read. And there's a new employee at the bookshop, and not only that, he's kind of attractive, but he's a bit of a jerk too. So the new employee Rex is giving Jordan a hard time about the old lady books that he's reading, and I can understand. I get some weird looks too if I'm reading a romance out in public, but you know what? It's their loss. And Jordan gives the all too familiar spiel of these books are actually good, and if you took the time to read them, you would enjoy them as well. The thing that at least Jordan doesn't know is that Rex is just messing with him and is just trying to get a rise out of him for the fun of it. So we'll have to watch out for this Rex guy. So as Jordan's leaving, Rex does drop a bomb that honestly I was worried about Jordan driving after this because he was going to be very distracted in his head, and I'm concerned that he's not going to make it to book club alive. But this is chapter 1, and it's a romance, so we know Jordan's going to be fine. Just my parental instincts kicking in there and being concerned about him. So I don't know what these two are going to do now. Hopefully we get a little more of the bickering. I haven't had a good bickering book in a while, so I hope it's just fantastic in this one. So we're going to go on to chapter 2, and I'm going to check in with you then. Hello everyone, I've finished chapter 2. So apparently Rex isn't as well read as we thought he was. We thought he was just razzing Jordan, but that he might actually be a romance fan. Apparently he never read any romance before. But we got a little insight into Rex. We got another point of view from him. He's in the process of cleaning out his late grandmother's house, getting ready to put it on the market. And that's tragic because he had a very special relationship with his grandmother that he didn't seem to share with any other member of his family. Like they had a very tight connection. And so this moment's rough for him. We can maybe forgive him a little bit for the way he behaved in chapter 1 because he was going through a rough time. We never know what people are going through, and they take it out on other people in unhealthy ways. It's not healthy, it's not right, but sometimes it happens, and as humans, we do have to try and forgive each other. I mean, there was a bit of an apology there, but I'm getting way ahead of myself here. Long story short, Rex decides to pick up one of his grandmother's romance novels and give it a try. We then flip back to Jordan, who is getting ready for the next Meet Cute Club meeting. Everything seems to be going just fine. Normal Meet Cute Club. Everyone's there. And then the doorbell rings. And who would we guess that it is? Oh, of course, it's Rex. There's a bit of an exchange there because there's still some raw feelings here. Legitimate raw feelings. But Rex does his best to try and smooth the situation. He admitted that he enjoyed a romance book. He didn't tell Jordan that he read a bunch of them in the last week. Now Meet Cute Club has a new member. An attractive new member, unfortunate to Jordan because he's trying to keep himself in line. He's trying to remember that this guy's probably just a jerk and not worth his time. So we'll see how that goes. So far, it looks like it's just Jordan fighting feelings right now. All right, so the stage is set now, and things are ready to pop off here in Chapter 3. I'll move on to that, and I'll let you know how things go. Hello, everyone. I finished Chapter 3. In this one, we got to meet Rex's younger sister. She comes by occasionally to help him clean out his grandma's place, their grandma's place. And they both have a different relationship with their father. Their father wasn't the best guy. So that's probably going to come back around some more. I think there's some drama and development that might need to happen there. The most fun part that happened, though, is so they're in this town of Sweet Rose, which I'm picturing as a very small town. Rex and his sister go out to get something to eat, and who might be there sitting in a booth by himself reading a book, but Jordan, well, Amy, being intuitive little sister that she is, realizes that something's there because arrogant Rex is actually being a little hesitant. Can't tell you exactly what happened, but she does the sisterly thing and forces the issue, and it's such an adorable moment. It's so fun how Rex is so direct and just goes right for it. Throws someone like Jordan just completely off kilter. So the interactions are pretty cute so far. Mostly just flirting, kind of like light flirting, surprise light flirting here and there. Lightning flirting? I don't know. So maybe things will pick up a bit here, or maybe we'll just have a lot more cute moments. This is a book called Meet Cute Club, so lots of cute moments hopefully in store. So I'll go on to chapter 4 and I'll check in with you then. Hello everyone, I've finished chapter 4. First, we got to meet Jordan's grandmother, who is an absolute firecracker, and we love her. And there's something about old ladies that cuss that it's just magical. I don't think you can't love an old lady that's just cussing up a storm. So that was great. We also got the next installment of Meet Cute Club. Rex showed up on time this time, which is lovely. And also, we got quite a magical moment here. Now, I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is, but it's something that's usually, I hate to say over-dramatized, because us romance readers, we love these moments and we love how perfect they can be, and it's fun to have that romance in there. But when it's brought closer to reality, there's a genuineness in that I really, really appreciate. And this moment was great. It just gave it much more of, I think, a moment that a lot of people can more identify with, which is great. There's a bit established now. There hasn't been a what are we conversation yet, but I'm sure that's going to have to come at some point. So I will go on to chapter 5, and I'll let you know how things go. Hello, everyone. I finished chapter 5. So Jordan was going through some work trouble. He was going through something that a lot of us go through, and that's not getting paid enough for what's expected of you at your job. He stood up for himself, but he's found himself on the job search again. He's very frustrated about that. He still has to host Meet Cute Club. And then there was drama at Meet Cute Club, and he was obviously flustered. Rex realized this, and the relationship it's building. There's now the communal goal that Rex and Jordan have together, and Rex is showing that he is not just this teasing jerk, even though Jordan does kind of like that. We're making some progress. We've got a little bit of drama and a little bit of trouble that we've got to work through, but the team's together. As much as Jordan thinks that Rex still is just trying to get a rise out of him, but I mean he is. But Rex is doing the right thing, and I'm sure he'll still tease him a little bit because that's just his personality. So things are going great right now. All things considered, I think things are going to be okay. They could be better in the moment, but sometimes moments suck. You just gotta wait till they pass. I'm not too worried for Jordan because I think he's a very talented individual, and I don't think that he's going to be out of a job for very long. So I will go on to chapter 6, and I will let you know how things go. Hey everyone, I finished chapter 8. I don't know what happened there. I've got an old-ass Kindle that still has a great text-to-speech, and apparently I was just rolling on that. So these two have been working together, trying to kickstart Meet Cute Club, get some new members. They're having mixed results. Well, actually, they're not having mixed results. They're kind of having terrible results, but those terrible results led to some forced proximity, which led to some more enjoyable activities. These two are just cruising along and doing great so far. Also, shout out to best pillow talk ever. I laughed out loud at a moment there, so check this one out, folks. So the relationship's progressing. Not really sure where it's going to go from here. They're going to work a yard sale together. Jordan's mostly doing it just to get first dibs at the books, but can we blame him for that? No, we can't. Hopefully there's no speed bumps here. We might be approaching the dark moment, if this one has one. I don't know. We'll have to find out. So I'll go on to chapter 9, and I'll let you know how things go. Hello, everyone. I finished chapter 9. Right now, what seems to be happening, Jordan and Rex have had, it should have been a difficult conversation, but it actually wasn't. And that's that once Nan's house is sold, Rex is going to leave Sweet Rose. And I think it went okay. I don't think either of them are really putting too much pressure on each other and they don't have expectations that this is going to be something forever. So that's fine. But, us here on this side of the book, we can hope for more than that. That's about all that's going on right now. Just a quick check-in there. But I'll move on to chapter 10, and I'll let you know how things go. Hey everyone, I finished chapter 11. I did 2 in this one because we were warming up to an event. We're going to meet Rex's dad for like a dinner thing between Amy's mother and Amy. Yikes, it just, it was kind of a disaster. But we sort of knew that was going to happen, and we got to get a little bit of insight into where Rex is coming from as a person. And we also got to see some nice emotional support between Jordan and Rex. Hopefully that builds here, and hopefully Rex realizes that he just needs to stay in Sweet Rose for the rest of his life. So I'll go into chapter 12, and I'll let you know how things go. Hello everyone, I finished chapter 12. So this was kind of a post-mortem of the dinner that was pretty cringy, but Rex is obviously a little more upset than he's letting on, but Jordan can sense this. I can't give it away, but this prompts an opportunity for them to really get closer to each other and, connect physically and emotionally too. It was, there was a physical moment there, but the emotional connection and what happened then was the stronger element. Now we have these confusing feelings that Rex is trying to deal with. He's trying to come to grips with some things his father said, but doesn't want to believe are true. But those that know us the best can hurt us the best, and in ways that we think we're prepared for, but we're not. And it's difficult. So that's really coming to the surface here, and we're really getting the human side of Rex now. So hopefully these two can continue to be there for each other, and I'll go on to chapter 13 and I'll let you know how things are going. Hello everyone, I finished chapter 13. Little bit of symbolism there, unlucky number 13. We got one in this book. We got a dark moment. It had potential to be very messy. Wasn't though, thank goodness, because I don't know if these two could handle a really, really messy, dark moment. But you know what? They care about each other so much that they wouldn't give each other that. Some hurtful things were probably said in there, but Jordan couldn't just let things go, at the way Rex wanted to just leave them. He made his feelings known, which is good. So here we are. We're at a crossroads. We don't know what's going to happen. Here's what I hope. I hope things get solved without Rex leaving town. That's my hope, that it's not one of those leave town and they have to be separated for months before they realize what they did. But I don't know. I'm just guessing here. So I'll go into chapter 14 and I'll let you know what I can let you know about the story. Hello everyone. I have finished Meet Cute Club. It was fantastic. This was such a fun, just little contained story in this tiny little town of Sweet Rose, and it is great. Now, I can't tell you how the conflict was resolved, but it was pretty magical. The apology tour at the end was something that it fit this story so well, and it was super cute, and the way it started off was just amazing too. If you were a fan of grand gestures, then definitely check this one out. It had quite a grand gesture, and it felt genuine is what it felt like. It didn't feel like just empty words. Like I'm a very much like talk is cheap person, so grand gestures aren't to me what they are to some people. But in this one, it really was a nice touch. It satisfied me as not a fan of the grand gesture. So if you're not a fan of the grand gesture, maybe this one will get you into it. Regardless, check out Meet Cute Club. Check out more of Jack Harbin's work. You can find all the places that they live down below in the comment box. So now I will move on to the next chapter of my romance journey. I'm not sure where we're going to take it next, but I'll figure it out. I'm sure Twitter and all of Romancelandia can help me out with that. So a special thanks to Jack Harbin for bringing us this story. I usually thank the publisher too, but the publisher is Jack Harbin, so thank you, Jack Harbin, for publishing this book and writing it. And thank you all for joining me on this new project, My Romance Journey. And remember, it's your journey too. And I hope you have a good reading journey of your own, and I'll see you in the next video.